wholeness, everyone. We're going to give it time for people to come in as those notifications are going out. I wanted to share a mudra with you all that I feel is very beneficial and helpful during the next couple of weeks. Well, in general, in your journey, to be honest, this mudra is extremely helpful, as it helps facilitate breathing from your diaphragm. This mudra is really beneficial for releasing from your lower chakras, from stimulating your abdomen and allowing for proper digestion to occur in your abdominal organs as well. But there's so much more to this mudra, right? Those are like the physical ways that this mudra could assist. It could assist with your assimilation and elimination, right? So using the bathroom, if you are a person who maybe goes too much or don't quite go enough, right? So if you experience like forms of constipation or something like that, that means that there's things backed up in you, that your food isn't digesting properly and whatnot. But this mudra is deeper than that. It really truly connects you with your spirit and your uniqueness. It connects you with improving your discernment so that you have healthy discernment, and also tapping into your true identity, your true self, beyond identity. But if you are going to be in a space of identifying things for the sake of 3D experiences, if you will, then this mudra can really like, let's say you're a shy person and so you don't always speak up when you have something valuable to say, or if somebody asks you a question and you hide behind your fears because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you're afraid of the outcome. This mudra really taps into self-honesty as well. It's known as like the mudra for those that are like quote unquote misfits or considered outcasts. So this mudra is called Matangi Mudra, and she is a divine guardian of those that have been outcasted as well. She is a divine, sacred, feminine entity that really works in the heavenly realms as a form of a Dakini, if I'm not mistaken. And she is also revered in Tantra as a sacred tantric goddess as well. And overall, this mudra assists with improving the voice. So if there was any issues with your Vahistara, your throat chakra, this mudra, it really aligns with all your chakras because it works from an etheric place, but it really is going to stimulate like the solar plexus and the Vahistara, right? And it allows for you to really communicate with your inner feelings, with your inner world, as well as express that outwardly to others without shame or guilt or fears, right? And so I know now more than ever, a lot of people are just wanting to express themselves, and there's a lot of people that's putting out projections onto others. There's a lot of people that are criticizing how others need to be doing things and whatnot. And sources like, be you authentically, like, be your wholeness, your whole self. And so that's why I wanted to share this mudra. It is advised to do this mudra for a minimum of 5 minutes, and then do the mudra as for the maximum of 45 minutes. I'm sorry, not and then. So either or. So you can do it for 5 minutes minimum, or a maximum of 45 minutes. Now, if you are more advanced than that and you can go on for beyond 45 minutes, that is not what is advised for beginners and whatnot. And because every mudra connects with different faculties and meridians and glands and organs in the body, right? As I mentioned in the beginning, this is really going to stimulate your adamant organs. And so the amount of time that you spend on this mudra is also going to create an energetic interaction with these organs to work in a certain frequency, in a certain vibration, both, right? It can shift the frequency if it needs to, or it can just, raise by way of changing the vibration. Okay. And so I'm just going based on what is traditionally safe for someone who is just getting started in this practice and would like to get acquainted with mudras. So there's so much more about mudras. If you would like to find out more, I do have a workshop that I did that really dives deep into mudras, how to activate mudras, the purpose, and some background history on mudras and etc. Because mudras is like way more than what people think they are. So anyway, so this mudra is very easy to do. I like to just rub my hands right away, and you're going to interlace, right? So make it easy. I want you to place the pad of your thumb and your pointer together, and you're going to take your middle fingers and you're going to point them up. So it's going to look like that. So hopefully you can see that. So essentially you're creating 2 rings, right? With your middle finger and pointer finger of each hand. And you have your etheric middle finger pointing upwards. And the rest is just relaxing, interlacing. And you're gonna be in like a seated, this is preferred to be done in a seated position. Okay, certain mudras you can do it standing up, you can do it laying down. Preferably, if you can, be in a comfortable seated position for this mudra. And then you're gonna hold this mudra in right in front of your solar plexus, right? And you're gonna lengthen your spine, relax the shoulders and your chest and your belly, and just adjust your breathing to a slow pace breath. Slow, smooth, and deep. So you could even go slower. And you're going to take each breath in and out through the nose. And you want to feel the sensation. For some of you, this may feel like heat. For some of you, it just may feel like, if a body part is going to sleep, and so like that tingling sensation. Okay. And in silence, you allow yourself to just tap into your heart and allow yourself to release like any form of criticism, any form of judgment, any form of words that has been projected onto you that isn't serving your true identity and innocence. So tapping into like that childlike innocence energy as you do this mudra, and just slowly breathe. And like I said, this mudra is going to connect with all of your chakras in the etheric space. But it really does a beautiful healing onto the throat chakra for you to be able to communicate in fullness and in truth. And you really want to feel the breath in your diaphragm expanding. So as you take the deep inhale, your belly expanding out like a balloon. Allow for that breath to go deeper. If you can get it as deep as to your toes or any other organs that it needs to stimulate. And then slowly exhale out the nose, slow and deep. Okay. So we're going to just sit with this mudra for a couple more minutes here. I know there was a lot of background noise, and so I highly suggest that you take time for yourself to do this mudra on your own in a quiet space. And allow anything that needs to come up to just flow in and out of your awareness. You may feel some sensations in some of your organs also, as I mentioned before. Or if you feel heat in your hands, just continue to breathe, knowing that you are safe. One more minute. And then as you release your last breath and you want to close this mudra, it is recommended that you go to Anjali Prayer Mudra and you bow down in grace and gratitude and reverence to your soul, to your higher self, to your mind, your body, your spirit, and divine feminine Matanji, I'm sorry. Giving thanks, sealing and closing the energy. And then you can clap afterwards if you like to just bring back the energy and break that connection. So as stated, you can do that for about 45 minutes, and that will bring you the maximum benefits if you do it for 45 minutes. If you do it for 5 minutes, you'll still receive these benefits, but the maximum is for 45 minutes. And you may experience some connections with certain spirits of yours during this meditation with this mudra, because it does connect you deeper to your spirit. It connects you deeper to the spirit realm. That is something that is possible for some of you that have, or any of you that have like mediumship like abilities, or that's just super sensitive, or even if you don't know or think that you have those abilities, it is possible. So knowing that there's a sense of protection as well that comes with this energy. And so may that mudra serve you for your highest and greatest good. And then I would like to just add, moving forward with the next couple of weeks as well, if you would like to work with a certain crystal that really connects with Aries elements, but also keeping you grounded and connected to your Akash while being grounded, and really giving you a sense of protection, stability, or lending you, let me say that, lending you, because that's an internal thing, working with different forms of jasper, but especially red jasper, and working with ruby, especially if you are wanting to connect with your akasha, and in a way that is grounded, in a way that is safe, in a way that is going to help you unlock different keys and modalities of your skills, so that you have the motivation and the drive to move forward. Those are great ones to work with for the next couple of weeks. And so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And with that, I'm going to let y'all go so that y'all have this information. Wholeness.